Hi everyone, it is Milmo here. Hope all is well. We have got another vid of these tier 3, tier 4 upgrades. Now, we've got the Wanderer up in the hotspot today, and as you can see here, getting ready to tier 3. He's not yet maxed out his rush, but it will be up there, only 2 more levels and it's already at a fast. When I am finished with that, he'll be at the 45 AP, which is a very fast rate. And as you can see, fairly handy player in regards to his leader skill there. All ranged teammates get plus 30% attack and defense, so that allows you to set up a mixed trait team, of course, of predominantly tough and alerts with the all range there, so you can get some solid not only defense teams but attack teams out of him as leader. He does give you the added attack but also the defense there, so he is valuable for both the defensive purpose and also an attacking purpose. Now here, to get him up to tier 3, we have the MO belts, the Alpine stock, the wool beanie and the flank jacket, and that will get his stats up there for a bit. Probably the main, I guess, downer with the Wanderer is that the attack is, at the end, when the attack is finished, it only ends up at 788, which I would have liked if it went up into the 800s, but at the same time, I'm not complaining too much. 788 attack on any character is a decent amount, and the defense is pretty much in par with that at 764 once he's maxed out. So he's got a fairly nice attack and defense there, but then if you boost him with his own leader skill, you know, that's giving you some solid stats up there. His HP does end up in the 1100s with 1130, so that's a solid amount of HP. If you think about, some of the high HP players are only up in the 1200s and things like that, so he's got a fair good amount of HP also. But he's overly, I guess, I know he was a war prize, so a lot of people do have him, but he is a fairly handy player to be having. That rush can be really deadly when it comes to strongs. By deadly, I don't mean it's going to kill outright or straight away. It's not a big hit and bonus at 225% damage there. It's not a big hit one. It's rather a more annoying one that can do slight amount of damages. And because it is a multi-hitter, of course, up to 3 enemies, it can actually kill a lot of people if they're low on health. So it is handy in that aspect. And he does also down the attack for minus 15% attack down and minus 15% defense. So not huge stats in regards to his rush. It's not huge stats there. It's only the 15% and the 250. So like I said, it's not overly huge stats. And the little, I guess, plus side or little second part there that you see is, for that minus 15% attack and defense to work, they have to be alert characters. So he is pretty good. Overall, he's good against alerts if you want to down their attack and sort of disadvantage him in that way and do a bit of damage. But overall, he's not a bad player. I don't think you would call that rush magnificent or anything like that. It's not a really big game changer or anything. His leader skill is more valuable to him as a player in regards to his rush. And what I mean by that, some people actually are greater players because of their rushes, and then others are greater players because of their leader skill. Like I say, everyone sort of has a purpose. It's very rare that you can find someone with a great leader skill and also rush. It's usually one or the other that makes them that valuable player in your team. In the Wanderer's regard, it's definitely his rush that makes him that more of a valuable player in the roster than his adrenaline rush. His adrenaline rush isn't overly great, but it isn't bad either. You know, it's very fast, so anything that's very fast and doing a bit of damage at the 250, and it is a multi-hitting one, you know, you can't really whinge about that, but definitely his leader skill makes him more valuable as a player. So tier 4 him there. As you can see, we need the Alpine stock, night vision goggles, army walkie-talkie and school bag, and we'll get his stats up. His HP is going up in the thousands. Like I said, it ends up in the 1100s. The defense is in this going towards the 700. It maxes out at 764, and then attack maxes out at 788. So he's heading towards those with those stats there, and not overly bad. Like I say, he's definitely more valuable for that leader skill, and that's the main reason I use him. But he is both a great attacking and also defensive player because of that leader skill. I don't think you would, you know, there's not too many people that wouldn't put him in your alert team. He's in my alert team. He's a great red multi-hitter. You can't go past that. And then you add on top that leader skill, you can make some solid teams with him, and I've seen some nice teams made with him leading. So definitely a nice player to be having, and definitely a good player to be tier 4 in. But as always, thank you for watching.